Alright, so let's start at the front of the plot. Number 25, which I've had now for 2 years and a bit, and absolutely loving it. So I've got the honesty here, which is almost going over now really. And I've got the echinacea and the eryngium just here. The old bindweed's coming through there, look. So let's have a quick look in the cauliflower bed. This row here all year round, and then I've got cheesy F1 in the middle and Romanesco along the edge. And I don't know what's happened with a couple in the middle here. I don't know if you can see. This one just there, looking really bad, and that one's pretty much dead in the middle there as well. So I haven't actually got any spares, because the spares what I did have I popped in over here into this brassica bed, and they're all doing all right in there actually at the moment. So shame I haven't got no spare cauliflowers, but what I'm going to do is I've got some broccoli at home, Matsuri F1, and I've got some broccoli marathon which I've never grown before, so I'll probably put the marathon in there in the middle bits there. So bit of a shame. I don't know what's had them really. Let's have a little bit of a closer look. I mean that one's still alive just here, but I mean one of the leaves has gone completely discoloured and been eaten by slugs and stuff. So it might have just been slug attacks really, but so far I think the others, in fact this one down here looks a little bit sick actually as well. But yeah, hopefully it'll pull through. Now we're getting some decent weather. So this bed is with broccoli, and I do need to replace one of the middle ones at the back there, the autumn green. But like I say, I've got the Matsuri and the marathon. These ones here, they're all doing okay. That's the autumn green Calabrese. So happy with them. The mole's been back. He's found my potato bed. He's been digging along this edge down there, but the potatoes all coming through now. I did mulch a little bit more grass clippings the other day, that's why some of it looks a little bit green. But I'll just try and do very thin layers at a time, just so that it doesn't go slimy and anaerobic. I'll wait for this top layer to dry out, and then I'll perhaps pop another layer on in a few more days. But yeah, things keep digging around in all the beds there. That's why I put the wire there, but it hasn't done much much good. This comfrey is absolutely beautiful. The colours of that, it's real good. It was in the middle of my plot, so I've left it here basically. Not that I'd probably be able to dig it out, because the tap roots can go down at 10, 15, 20 feet sometimes. The cabbage bed here, sorry about my shadow, just get out of the way, but they all seem to be romping away. The big red ones in the middle, the Calibos, they're doing really well. I think, was it Golden Acre on the other side over there? Yeah, oh yeah, these are greyhound along here. So I have got spares of these greyhound I think, but don't need any, but they're quite quick, so I'll have to do a second sowing of those soon. I'll have to do a second sowing of the cauliflowers as well I think soon. So this bed here has got the swede and the have I got a labelling? No, oh yeah, I've got a label. Kohlrabi, that's it, kohlrabi. God, I only planted up the other week, you'd think I'd bloody remember it, wouldn't you? So yeah, they're all doing okay. A little bit of slug attacks, but now we're getting the hot days. I mean, today's the hottest day of the year so far, and it's been absolutely scorcho. The beans, they're all doing okay, so a little look through. I'm sorry about my shadow, by the way. Let me go this way, a bit easier. Yeah, so they're rattlesnake pole beans, and these one here, Trail of Black Tears. And yeah, I'll have to put some strings up the wires for them soon. The peas are actually coloured up nicely now, and just trying to get them to grow on here. They're doing pretty well. They are climbing and attaching. Just need a little bit of persuasion every now and again. But Elaine from Allotment Joy, she put a fleece up so it absolutely holds it to it. And I thought that was a cracking idea. So I think I might try and fleece them so they don't grab onto this net, you know, fleece them up there so they will just, you know, have to go and climb up the poles really. I've got self-set strawberry. I've got a couple of strawberries actually in the past. I have to try and avoid standing on them. So I've got the multi-sown onions in here, and the beginner gardener I think it is, or sorry Rich, I'll have to I'm sure it's a beginner gardener, something like that. I'll put the link to the channel in the description. But he was asking about when to put his onions out and stuff. I'll put these out really small, and they're doing okay, but you want to wait until, you know, they're a little bit bigger maybe, till we've got rid of the crimps in the stems before you put them out. They're doing all right in there. The only trouble is, mole's back. Noel the mole. I don't know if you can see the little mound there. That's that. Oh, and another one there. I didn't see that one. So there's two there. I can see a little bit of a tunnel just down through there somewhere. So I'm just going to have a quick look around here, see if there's any other mole activity. Oh, it looks like maybe a little bit here. He's not done too much damage yet. So these onions from Mike, the toy sets, they're looking pretty good. Although, you know, there's a hole in that leaf just there. I don't know if you can see that, can you? No. But maybe. So, not looking too bad. I can't see no flies in this net. But this didn't have no manure. But they're fattening up nicely. I just hope they don't bolt or anything. I can't see no scapes on them yet, forming or anything. But I didn't get no onions last year, so if I get some this year, it'll be an absolute result. So in here we've got, what was it? Oh, a couple of cauliflowers, I think, and lots of snowball turnips, which they're all greened up quite nicely now in there. They're doing well. You know, they were in the pots a little bit too long, maybe a couple of weeks, but hopefully I should get some little turnips off them. They're quite nice. Tried a few last year roasted. Never had turnips before, but roasted they're really nice. The beans, I did support them in the end. I was watching Terry King, and he did say to me, yeah, best to support them, Nick, before they you know, get too big and flop over even more. So I just want to put, you know, the branches inside. But they're romping away. I can't see no black fly on the tips yet or anything, so I'm not going to pick the tips off yet. But I will be picking the tips off soon, especially if I do see a black fly, definitely. But I might pick them off soon anyway, because I don't think they're going to get too much bigger. And you can eat the tips, they're really nice. And it's going to help the beans fatten up if you take the tips off. So I'm just having a look around here. No more mole activity, but I've got some volunteer potatoes still. That's not too bad. So I've got little gaps here, so I might either stick a couple of tomato plants here or something, or I don't want to take too much space with this bed because I want my corn to go here eventually. I haven't planted it yet, so I'll have to get onto that soon. So the flies in the net here, I did actually open up one half of the net, well, one side of the net, and try and shoo them all out. It worked, I think, a little bit, but I can't see. I don't think they were allium leaf miners, but I mean, there could be one or two in there maybe. But I can't see no, you know, little bits where the leaf miner's gone in or anything. I've got a bit of rust on there, so maybe it might be hard to see where the allium leaf miner's got in because of the rust there, if you know what I mean. But I'm really happy with the garlic anyway. It's definitely going to be the best garlic I've ever grown. And yeah, some of these are really fat. But these are hard neck. The soft neck is supposed to be bigger than these. But these are looking really good, and these were home saved seed, these were. The only soft neck I've got are these ones here, which are flavour. They were shop bought, and that, funny enough, that's the only one that had that twisted growth on, which actually seems to have pulled through now. Look, you see it down there? It's obviously a lot smaller, but it actually looks like it's grown off that leaf thing. It looks like the leaf was sort of caught on it, and it couldn't escape from it. Oh, these things on here, they're like gladioli. They're going to flower soon, and these colours on them are absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm not sure what they are. I'll find out on Friday, and I'll probably pop it in the comments when I remember what it is. I've got some nasturtiums down here, self-seeded, which I might transplant out and put them in amongst the brassica cages. God, it's an absolutely beautiful day. It's been scorching. Just seen a bee on the comfrey. Am I getting it in the camera? Hope so. It's not on a flower though. Right, so we'll have a quick look at the garlic over here. So I've decided to put a net on these after all. Thought there's no point having them growing and risking them. And then the strawberries are doing fabulous. Just going to pan over the flowers, because there's quite a few in here. But yeah, it's looking really good. I had some great comments about how to deal with the ants in here. Sandra from Nana's Gardens, Worms and Gardens, said take the whole thing out and submerge it in water, because the ants can't survive for a couple of hours in water, but the worms can survive for about 3 days or something in water. But what I did is the leachate what was coming out of the other worm farm, and the little leak what was on my J Down fertiliser, I poured that in here, and I don't think the ants liked it, and it looks like they might have gone. So that was just I thought I'd just put some moisture in there, and I thought the best thing I've got is that stuff. So looks like it might have done the job actually. So sorry, but watching what I'm doing and not holding the camera properly. But yeah, I'm happy with that. There's worms in there, as you can see. And sorry, try and get out of the shadow. So it's so sunny today. It's awesome, I'm not complaining. Best day so far of the year. Yeah, so it looks like the ants might have gone. Just have to keep that moist. So that's a bit of a result. So I would have actually tried to take that out and submerge it in water like Sandra said. So fingers crossed, I might not have to now. But I'm happy with all the strawberries. They're looking fantastic. I just hope the rats don't find them. The potatoes, what I dug out and popped in there, they've recovered from frost and everything. Super soil compost in here. Still got, well, it's just up to that door there really, but there's a load of twigs and stuff, so I've got to sieve it all yet. But it's a little bit damp the other day, so I couldn't sieve it that easy. But I'll show you the other compost which didn't have super soil on. That's it here. But, there's quite a lot in there, so I'm going to have to sieve that soon. Oh yeah, so look, you see my taps leaking. Yeah, that's what I put in the worm farm. So I'm just going to do that now actually. Keep the ants at bay. Oh, I don't want to get it on my fingers or anything. But yeah, I just poured it all in like that. And I think the ants didn't like it. But yeah, so I pop this back on here. Sorry for swinging you around and everything. There we go. But yeah, I'll quickly show you the carrots. I popped up here this morning and gave them a real good water, and they're actually flying in there. They're doing really well. I'm hoping that there's moisture down at the bottom here, and although the top a couple of inches is going to be, you know, getting dry because of the sun, I'm hoping that down here has got quite a bit of moisture, so the tap roots are going to go searching for the moisture. But they're doing really well. The extra ones what I sowed, they've not come through yet, but wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, because it's been quite dry really now. So this is the compost what I flipped last time. I think it's still in the active, look. What is it, 110 about, something like that. But I hit the jackpot today. I was at a customer's house and there's a footpath next to the house, and he asked me to trim up some of the bushes and stuff down the side, and found a massive pile of oak leaves, like, you know, like a serious big pile down by the other side of the wall, where people have obviously been clearing up the paths in the autumn and just slinging them over the wall. So I was like, oh, what a result, I need some carbon for all these grass clippings and stuff and sievings and stuff. So I'm just going to sling that in there now. Oh yeah, and it's also hat weather, hat wearing weather. Ugh. Yeah, so yeah, loads. These have been out all winter and autumn as well. So they've composted down a little bit already. Well, I don't want to stick them all in just yet because I've got some grass clippings too today. Let me just spread them about a little bit. So yeah, it's a good idea if you've got any footpaths near you or anything, go sneaking around and have a look, see if anyone's been chucking all the leaves in there. Because yeah, I mean, I found a big bag full today, and there's at least another 2 or 3 big bagfuls there. So what I'll do, each time I get some grass from that customer's house, I'll grab some leaves as well. And there's quite a lot there. A little bit of privet trimmings as well. And then just chuck the rest of that grass on there. So I've got to try and make enough compost this year to cover my whole plot. And I need enough for potting on and stuff like that. I made a bit of an error really. You know, I had my single seed potato compost from last year, and I amended it with sulphur, didn't I, to lower the pH to use for the potato competition. Well, I just kept on using all the compost, and I used it all up for potting stuff on, and most of it went for the brassicas, and brassicas like a higher pH. So I'm wondering if that's what's actually caused some of the issues with my cauliflower. You know, the couple what I died off in that bed. So now we've got out of that compost, what I put them in, into the normal soil, hopefully they'll be alright. But yeah, that's a bit of a mistake. I was supposed to save all that compost for this year's potato, and I've just used it all up for the thing. There you go. But anyway, let's crack on with the tour. Okay, there's probably a bit too much grass in one go, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a light turning in with some of these leaves. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed camel work and that, but I'm not going to go too mad with it, just want to get it mixed up a little bit, get it fairly level. Yeah, that was it. Right, so the worm farm, I'm going to have to get in there and have another look at it soon, but got some more leachate in there, which is good. Free fertiliser, get free fertiliser every week, and soon when I harvest this, see, I watched Sandras video today, and she's putting toenails in her worm farm, and she said about it being too moist for the worms to migrate. So I'm worried about this because the rain can get in there. If it's going to be too moist over that side, it might not well, because I'm putting food in this bit here, I'm trying to migrate them to this side so I can harvest from that side. But if it's moist over there, they might not want to migrate over. So I plan, my next video probably is going to be getting into Wormtropolis. I might even harvest them if it's ready. We'll have a look, we'll see. I'm not too worried about baiting out all the worms because there's worms absolutely bloody everywhere in this plot. So I'll repopulate them with worms out of the compost bin or something. Raspberries are all doing really well. Mike sent me also last year some Bocking 14 comfrey, which doesn't spread, and that's growing up nicely in there. I planted it there because it's near the J-Darm fertiliser barrel, so when it gets too big, chop it down, stick it in there. Sometimes what I do is I chuck it on the grass down here and mow it up, and then I mulch plants with it. Yeah, so another look at raspberries. The beauty berry here, that's all coming into leaf. Hopefully that will be flowering at some point. So I might even have to move the shed back to my old house where it came from originally, because I could do with some storage there for my gardening equipment. So I might even have to take that down and move it back, which is not a problem really, because I've not done anything with it since it's been there for the last year and a half, apart from ram a load of stuff in it. Oh right, yeah, I'm glad I came over here actually, because these are going to all need netting soon before the birds get them. So the gooseberries are looking pretty good. Got quite a few on these here, they're fattening up quite nice. Actually, red currants aren't too bad. I thought we're doing a bit crap this year, but it looks like all the fruit's lower down here. Look. So that's one thing I'm going to have to do this weekend, is get up here and net all them bad boys off before the pigeons get them. Another random bit of comfrey there, which I might just have to try and pull out and try and weaken it. I don't think I'll ever be able to, but if I've got too much comfrey everywhere, it's all going to self-seed everywhere. So I need to keep it under control a bit. The hollyhocks, I'm going to leave them here. My phone's just ringing, so I'm going to answer this. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm probably going to dig out some of these hollyhocks. I won't do it this year now because it's too late. They'll flower. It's a shame to dig them up when they're going to flower. But I've got a space of these at my new house in the corner, so I want to try and get, you know, a couple in there if I can. So I'll let them grow this year, see what colours they are again. I know there's like salmony colours and stuff like that, and I think I did promise people seeds last year and I completely forgot. So I think Sandra was one. So Sandra, if they flower this year, I'll definitely send you some seeds, that's a promise. So I'll have a little look at the rhubarb, because I'm sure this is getting bigger. God, yeah, look at the size of that bad boy. So it's roughly, oh hang on, well yeah, it's about the width of 2 fingers so far. I forgot I haven't got my tape measure on me at the moment, Terry, but next time I come up I'll bring it. But it's I don't know, I'd have thought that would have got a bit bigger. The leaves got bigger by the looks of it, but the stem hasn't. It's just got a bit fatter by the looks of it. So, have a quick look at the asparagus. And that's actually a decent spear there. I'm quite happy with that one. And another one's coming up over there. Oh, and another one over there actually. So that's 3 decent spears. Oh, another little one there. So, yeah, I could actually know about harvest all those ones. It seems a shame just to have 2 or 3, but I might just leave them, and next year they'll be even better. But these are only a year or so old, and that's quite a nice sized one already. Looks like I've got a bit of couch grass coming up in there somewhere. But oh, I'm going to have to try and net these cherry tree as well soon. Got a few little cherries on it. Not too bad for a little tree. Got a little bit of dead on it. I'll have to trim off at some point. Apple tree. Looks like it's got some apples on it. It's doing okay. And then the single seed potatoes. Let's look at these. They seem to have settled in all right. I haven't watered them or anything since they're in there, but I'll give them loads. And yeah, there was a couple of concerns. Couple of people said that there wasn't enough compost in there, but the compost is up to there. And basically there's only, there was only 1 potato. These all came from 1 potato, so generally you'd put 2, 4 or 4 potatoes in 1 30-litre bucket. This is all from 1 potato, and it's got about 250, maybe 300 litres of compost in there. So I think that should be plenty. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it up. I'll try and get it as high to this rim as I can, I think. And then I'll put some stakes in, and I'll put the bungees through there so it stops them from swaying around. Because I think that was one of the problems last year. Because they're quite elevated, they caught the wind a bit more and it battered them a bit. But I'm happy with how we're looking. They're pretty good in there. Right, so that's about a plot tour. Got a load of volunteer strawberries down here. They're doing really well. But yeah, really happy with the plot. Have a quick look around at the sunshine and the sky and everything. There's a bit of a sun halo earlier around the sun, but looking beautiful. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and if you got anything from the video or you like the plot, you know, please give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, see how I do for the rest of the year. And yeah, hopefully I'm hoping to get some real decent veg this year. So yeah, thanks for watching, have a good week, and I'll see you next